Okay, talking with Catharine Pendrel, who's in Victoria for the first pre-Olympic training camp or meeting, I guess, for the mountain bike Olympic pool. So this is your first time through this process.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it like, being involved and starting to think in terms of the Olympics for next year?
Well, definitely it's something that I've thought a lot about already, so it's good to be around the other athletes and some of the staff that's going to be involved, so you can get a more concrete idea of what's going to happen over the next several months and how you can best prepare.
So what do you think about the idea of the plan so far, which involves, having a base in Europe and some of the different programs and resources that are going to be available?
Yeah, definitely is excellent. It's an amazing opportunity for the athletes that will be involved with that to be able to go over there, to have a home base, to just remove a lot of the stress from the equation so you can focus on your job of doing well and being on a level playing field with both the other people from your country that are competing and also the people that you'll be competing against at the Olympics.
Now, 2 spots for the women and
Mm-hmm.
there's 4 of you going for those.
Yeah.
That's got to be on your mind.
Yeah, definitely. Going to the Olympics next year is ahead of schedule. It's definitely something that I think is achievable. But even just being a part of this process is awesome. I hope I'm the one that gets to go, but I'll be happy for whoever gets to go, and I know they'll do a good job.
Now, you and Kiara both went after the World Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
You both went to Beijing for the test event. So, your perspective on the course there?
It's a tough course. It's definitely one of the harder courses I've done. Really a lot of muscular fatigue because the course is so short. It's about, I think, 4.6K. So we do 7 laps, and it's a lot of climbing, a lot of really steep, tough climbs with little recovery. So definitely a very physically demanding course, not super technically demanding, but the terrain itself demands a lot, and that's going to be the challenge. And the weather.
And the weather, yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be hot and.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't quite so hot when you were there in September. But
Yeah, I think it was mid to high 20s. Yeah. So, and we'll be looking at high 30s probably in August. Yeah.
So what about that? I mean, how are you in that sort of extreme heat and humidity?
Yeah, I think generally I do fairly well in the heat and humidity, and I think as long as I keep on top of my hydration, that I'll be fine. And we've got physiologists on hand that we can discuss like hydration and cooling techniques with. So I think I'll be well prepared if I get to be there. Mont Saint Anne's given us some tastes of hot and humid before.
Yeah.
So.
Now you were talking about how you're a little ahead of schedule for going to Olympics. I mean, you really did have a stellar year this year.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think was the reason for that sudden, I guess you call it sudden breakthrough almost?
Yeah. I think it's always so many factors, right? I think I did a better job of resting before and after races so that a lot of my workouts were higher quality this year. I think just getting to the World Cups and being motivated to get up there. I don't know, sometimes it just all clicks together and goes well, and I think it's just like another year of training and another year of experience. Put it together.
Okay. So overall, I mean, it's been a good year, and next year is going to be difficult because you've got to make the team, which is World Cups, and then after that you have to suddenly switch to a totally different type of course and a different preparation. I mean, have you been thinking about that at all in terms of how you're going to set up your program for next year?
Yeah, definitely. Well, the first goal is you have to make the Olympics, obviously, so I have to have really great World Cups. And although the course in China is different, it's still the same things. Like you've got to have muscular endurance, you've got to have a finish, you've got to have power. So it's all those elements are going to be trained all along the way, and definitely aspects of those course. The strengths that I need for that course will be put into my training plan the whole way through. But I think if I'm strong at those World Cups, then I'll also be strong at the Olympics.
Okay. Well, good luck and thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Rob.